Okay, so it's been a while. I've been I've been living in Tempe, Arizona for about 5 years, almost 6 years now. And there's this place in Uptown Chicago called Uptown Ribs and Chicken. And I used to always get the small rib tip with the French fries, right?
With
I haven't had that
coleslaw
with coleslaw.
and that buttered
Coleslaw,
bread, the toasted buttered garlic bread or whatever it was. Yeah.
yeah. And like when you eat, you eat that stuff too fast, and then you have to sit there. It'll be like,
Hey, what's happening?
it'd be hard going down.
He's choking. He's turning blue.
Slap him on the back. No, that won't help. I know what to do. Easy, Frank.
So
Oh yeah, you gotta drink it with some water or some liquid
yeah.
or something. Why are we doing the show? Now, see, I would say, like, because I like iGuru, the title iGuru, because I believe that everybody is their own personal guru. You don't need a mediary or a middleman between you and the source, you and God, you and the universe, because all you need is yourself. So that's what I think. The reason why we're doing the show is because everybody is a guru, and also through stories, because I believe that stories are guides for living. And I'm a person who's interested in other eclectic people. I like to sit them down and have them tell their stories. And from there, like getting different people, interviewing them, picking their brains, learning about what they do. It's individuals, regular, everyday people who go through life in a journey, just like we're going through life in a journey, asking them stuff, and they tell stories. And from those stories, those can be guideposts for living, because other people may not know what it's like to be a twin, or know what it's like to be a psychologist or a server, and so they can have lessons and stuff through these stories, and they can learn, guideposts of how to live. So if they ever come up with a conflict or something, they can go back to their story file cabinet and, okay, there we go. I know how I have an example of how I can get through this. So that's for me, what iGuru is. There's a guru in all of us.
So what was the question again?
So why are we doing this show?
I couldn't find exactly what I was looking for. It was always people at the end who were well accomplished. I wanted to see people in the process of creating, people in the process of attaining, people who weren't all polished, but were kind of rough on the edges. But they had a direction in which they were going in. So I said, okay, it'll be cool if I could do something like that, show people as I'm doing it, right? So that's where iGuru came about for me.
You mean as opposed to how we've always been seeing the
Right.
end result of people successful and stuff, but we fail to see, or we're not shown how they got to that point, all the work and behind the scenes.
So basically, iGuru is a process. So if anyone looks at iGuru, right, they're talking about themselves. That because iGuru. If you read it, Jerome, you're saying iGuru. The I referring to yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it is a process of attaining self mastery. That's one of my main interests: is self mastery, whatever it may encompass, right? Becoming more creative, becoming the best version of yourselves. From my aspect, when I moved here to Arizona, one of my promises, one of my goals was to improve myself when it came to my body, my mind, and my spirit. Right. So I was going to do things that was going to allow me to grow in those areas, encompassing that triad of things, and that's by reading books, right? Seeking mentorship, also starting the process of helping other people, right? Because I've been mentored. Well, what if I mentor other people? How is that going to assist me, to help me, right? Because I can learn from that experience as well. So iGuru is all encompassing. One side of it is self mastery. One side of it is you know okay. One side of it is self mastery and reporting as I'm doing, right? You're seeing me make mistakes. You're seeing us, make mistakes. It's something that if I make a mistake, I can come back and you can tell you about it. Maybe you can learn from it, right? And then on the other hand, it's me following my curiosity. I like to watch things and listen to people talk about things that I'm interested in: science fiction, science, technological achievements, history, alternative history, esoteric stuff. So also, I want to go and develop relationships in those areas and meet people and bring them on the show and interview them, so we can get good ideas. We can have interesting discussion. We can learn something that we've always have been interested in, always been wondering about. And that's what iGuru is. It's all encompassing. It's self mastery. It's curiosity. It's learning and enjoying the process.
And it's part of the great awakening that is occurring at the time, during the times. It's part of the great awakening. Yeah, getting rid of that middleman and doing it. You are the self. You are your own personal Jesus Christ and Savior.